It's a little humid, Ken.
I agree.
A little bit. Okay, let's get to the 5 questions to ask before you hire a home inspector. Home inspector is very important.
It is.
Of course, a Noble agent, Ken Kaplan, joining us now with more on this. First thing to look for in a good home inspector, usually, and here's my experience, usually the real estate agent has a guy, and that's the one that you go with because that's the person they suggest. What do you do?
Here's the challenge.
Yeah.
You don't want to just have one home inspector that you interview. Interview a bunch.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, no offense to the real estate agent, and I'm a real estate agent myself.
Of course.
There are some that may pick a specific home inspector because, gosh, they're going to be a little easier on, you know, the home inspection. It won't make it difficult for the agent. So, as a consumer, make sure that you're interviewing home inspectors to make sure you're getting someone who's going to be thorough, who has all their licenses, they're bonded, they're insured, that you know what they're going to cover, you know what they're not going to cover, what's excluded, what things are they not covered for. It's really important to make sure that you're getting a good, physical, thorough home inspection that is absolutely subjective towards the buyer side.
A lot of times this experience, especially if you're a new homeowner, it's the first or second time you're going through this process, it's intimidating, it's overwhelming. So maybe this is one of those things that you just allow your agent to, you don't want to deal with it. What do you say to those folks in terms of what could happen if you don't become involved in every aspect?
If you absolutely trust the agent and you go, gosh, you know what, how long have you been using this guy? This guy seems good. You do a little bit of background check on that agent, that's fine.
Sure.
The most important thing is you need to be comfortable with it. You need to understand that you want someone who is as thorough as possible. Most agents are absolutely making sure that you're getting somebody good, but in the event that they're not, you want to make sure that it's not the agent just trying to henpeck somebody to give them this easy low ball kind of, you know, oh, it's cheap, they're easy, you know, it'll be a quick hit home inspection, because most real estate agents have got a little bit of trepidation about, gosh, is it going to kill the deal because there's too much stuff that comes up. As a consumer, you want to make sure that it's not about how much stuff comes up. It's about what are the major issues. You go to a physician, you go, gosh, I'm going for my yearly checkup, and they're going, gosh, you know, you've got a little blemish here, you've got this, you've got that. You're looking for lungs, kidney, heart,
everything,
brain, all the main functions of the house. There's a bang in the door, there's this, there's that. That's not the big deal. The big deal, roof, electrical, plumbing.
Stuff that you can't see. It's not aesthetic.
Everything that you can't see.
Exactly.
And you know what? It's worth it to pay the extra bucks, in my opinion. With certain home inspectors, they'll actually offer to camera through the drain line.
Oh, wow.
So that way you can see if there's any roots that have gotten in there, if there's any kind of, you know, cracking in the piping. That's really important. These are the things that you want to make sure you're thorough on.
How long should an inspection take? Because in terms of if you leave and then they're done in 30 minutes or so, then they probably didn't do a good job. So what are we talking about for a good, thorough inspection? Obviously, it depends on the size of the house.
Without a doubt. I mean, but even a one-bedroom condo should take probably, I would think, somewhere close to an hour. It may vary depending on square footage and all the rest. Of course. But the truth is, I mean, you want somebody who's going to be thorough, who's going to write down every single detail. Not that you're going to get every single detail covered by the seller. That's probably not a realistic expectation. But what you want to do is at least know everything. Yes, there is the dent in the wall. Yes, there is. But is there a slow drain? Why is there a slow drain? Can you make sure that you get that seller to snake that line, or make sure that whoever is in charge of that is going to take care of that so you don't have a slow drain? Is there something more to the slow drain? Is there a problem with the pipe itself? Maybe it's not just it's clogged with hair. Maybe it's, gosh, there's a kink in the line.
Maybe there's a bigger problem. Exactly. The cost. Quickly, just an approximate. What should a good home inspector cost you?
Well, be wary of anybody who says, "Oh, I can do it for under $100. That's fine."
No.
Or I can be done in 20 minutes. I'm done.
No, you don't want that.
Be wary. I would think a single detached home, anywhere from probably 1,000, 1,200 square feet, you know, to 1,500 square feet, it's going to run somewhere in that $500, maybe $600.
In the long run, if you're buying a house, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000.
It's an investment.
It's an investment you have to make.
Make sure you're covered. Make sure you know what the coverage is from the home inspector.
Indeed. As always, great advice. The Noble agent, Ken Kaplan, my man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, Shali, back to you.